Hello everyone and welcome to the final Castaton, these guys you have seen. And last time we did Alp, and now it's FF Englishb0t. I think that's 22, yes. Brings us around to Ham again, so there we go. It's the final guy. We're gonna do one more video where we are gonna be examining this game in its fullest, but we'll look and see what Englishb0t does. I'm not too familiar with this guy. I think he's been a part of a couple of sessions, so he's fairly new. Just running the Balancemod Tomislav as well as a banana. What is he using for melee? Bunch of unknown stuff. Can't really tell, but we'll know in time. So far I like this positioning. He's gonna run forward. Should really check his back here, because this is the prime time to get stabbed. But it doesn't happen, and 3 spies on the red team, of course, not enough to stab this guy. Medic just vanishes. That is Ham. And we are preparing to move forward here. So we're just gonna try and fast forward through the dull times here. So he runs in here, very good position, and I like that he's backing out, because there's like 4 red guys there. If there was 2, he could maybe do it, so he does a little bit of eating in the corner. Eyes wide open, and there we go. Ready for more action, and then he gets called out, basically. And then he switches to medic with the Uber, which is very good. You can't go wrong with Uber, really. Maybe if you're behind and you know the enemy's running crits, it might not be the best choice. But then again, the crits might not even kill you, and then you will have a stronger rebuttal later. So, just healing some dudes here. I like the positioning so far. Could afford to check his back a little bit more. I would say if Englishb0t, if you're watching, you should definitely check your back a bit more, because there's many times here where someone could have snuck in behind you and killed you and you wouldn't even have noticed. Because as a medic, you generally don't need to see what the guy you're healing is seeing, right? So, it's not like when he's healing Rara here. It's not like Rara is just gonna let anyone just walk past him when he has the, you know, the beggar's bazooka, which is just excels at close range damage. So here we go, gonna be healing the heavy. This is, of course, one guy we looked at before. No other than our mapper extraordinaire Cappy, who literally just walks over stickies, and then the demo dies, so it's fine. Here, he should have checked his back. You can see he's just looking forward. Maybe he was like scratching his nose or something, but that seems to be probably going to be the theme of this video. So he has almost 100% Uber, but he's healing an enemy spy. And what are you doing? You have 96%. You have the most valuable cargo known to be. No, get back. What are you doing? Okay, we're fine. Oh, dude. And now he is in the position where he really has no one to Uber. I mean, you have Big Stick here. You had Big Stick here. Maybe he was typing something. He's just waiting for anyone. Here comes the heavy with the Natasha. Going to be able to gain a lot of ground with the speed boost if he paid attention to where the heavy went. He's now taking damage, and now is done. Wow. Okay. Hold on, Englishb0t. You're the medic. You're supposed to, like, heal. Like, you're supposed to heal everyone. Yeah, that's nice. But, let's see what happens here. So, let's see. Where is our guy? He's alive. Is that him? Yes. All right. So, right here, he's been in a situation where there's been no one to heal, right? There's only been like snipers and other medics. He runs back, and here comes the heavy, right? And the heavy has the Natasha. He runs forward here. The correct option, follow the heavy. You have been following everyone else who's been going forward, except this time it's like, it's just looking this way, and then the heavy just kind of wanders off like Cappy. He's like, you know, over here, because he thinks the medic is gonna follow, but he's the fight's here, dude, not in the back. Anyway, that's gonna result in Cappy dying, which is another fighter you could have saved. If anyone remembers that meme. And there he goes, Rara with the beggar's bazooka mantreads. Oh, he fucked up. He fucked up again. I appreciate the hustle, but man, that execution. And he's like, what? maybe he doesn't know that the, you know, is Uber extend fixed? Okay, let's just go back here and see exactly what you do. Because he wanted to extend the Uber, right? That's what he wanted to do. But the problem was that he fucking missed. Let's see, where is he? Oh wait, maybe I have to go back one more. Yeah, he's like, what? Yeah, okay, so I went. I still don't have the 100% time in ticks. Let's see. There he is. All right, so here we go. He dies, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Yes, there we go. All right, so he goes in. And I'm not entirely sure why the soldier just doesn't keep blasting the heavy. So he doesn't complete the swing, all right? He was too fast with the swing. And then he stands up in the class that does the most damage up close, and he's like, is Uber extension fixed? Let's look at that in slow motion again, because I think it's when you're stressed as a medic, your execution tends to be like, no, I remember where he is. All right, because he's like at the very end. So here we go. We seen this? All right, so here we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, so let's see here. I'm actually slowing it down. Like, this is slow motion, right? He doesn't even let like the swing doesn't even start. He doesn't even swing outwards. And he's like, is the Uber extension switch? It's like, no, you just have to let the melee hit connect. Like, melee isn't instant, you know? So yeah. That's like the problem when you're doing like, when you're listening to player feedback. Sometimes players will just say shit that's wrong. And it's like, oh, is Uber extension like not working? And it's like, you literally didn't let the swing finish. You swung and then you immediately switched. This is also a mistake. He should die here. And he does. Like so. I can't SMI FPS, but it's ain't good. Alright, so we're, so the fact when he tried to solo kill a spy that's really good on the opposing team by himself with no, like self-perseverance interests and then dies, he's like, oh yeah, dude, it's my FPS. That's obviously the case here. Even though he seems to be doing everything else just fine. So there's the stab. And here we go. Gonna be healing Rara again, so he should be checking his back now. He could have been stabbed here. It seems to be very focused on what's in front of him. Very common for newbie medics to... It's sort of like if you're learning how to bike, like, do you look at... okay. Do you look at... Like, do you look 1 meter in front of you? Same with driving a car. Do you look at the, like, the 1 meter in front of you, like, where you're going? Or do you look at the horizon where you're supposed to go, right? So here, yeah, just pop it, yep. Better to pop it than drop it. And also better to just stay on the metagun in general, than to try and do some fancy crossbow shit and leaving your medic to die. So, not the most successful of Ubers, I gotta say. A lot of, sometimes he's like usually in the right position at all times, except when he has an Uber. That's when he just does something really, really dumb. We'll see if that trend continues, because that's been, he hasn't had, well, he has had a good Uber. He just decided to switch off the Uber, both times actually. To do other stuff than to just let the Uber finish. So here we go. Yeah, checking his back. Nice. Here, you should check your back again. Check your back again. You can get... Oh, see? And then the demo actually blew up, so you should have known that you could have gotten the kill there. Because that's one thing that's important when you're playing as a medic, is to know when when stuff is literally free Uber. So if a Demoman, if a Caber Knight comes in and he fucking hits the wall, and then... Man, guys, is the Uber extension broken? Is that what we're seeing here? Or is it the fact that he cancels the swing before it's done, or when he actually does the swing, he misses? I think it's the both. Cappy, where was the Uber? Where was that Uber? Oh, good question. We've seen where he was, and it was not where he needed to be. Obviously. Englishb0t 2.9 has, I mean, he's building Uber pretty well. I gotta give him that, except that he's been always the right man in the wrong place every time. So here he's just, okay, healing, and now Cappy should back here. Yes, good, yes, everything textbook. And now Cappy should throw the healing. I think this is where Cappy is mad at himself, maybe. Yeah, kill me, yeah, he totally didn't mean to do that. It's like a fat finger. Because, man, you gotta have fat fingers if you meant to right-click and you left-click. God, your fingers gotta be fat, or you have, like, the world's smallest mouse. Alright, here you go, Uber. Cappy dies, that's okay. You don't, what are you doing? No. Okay, so he Ubers me. Who has literally the worst melee weapon or the second worst melee weapon. Oh, it doesn't hit the flash. Oh, that was a mistake to go in with the Uber there. Alright, Englishb0t. You have the melee weapon and you're trying to melee a class that runs faster than you in every single direction, and he can also jump away from you at any time. Doesn't just seem like the best choice. So there's a heavy. Here you could have, you know, gotten an arrow off. There we go. Uber coming in from the other team is just staying in the back here finally. I would just say that he should go more with Cappy, because Cappy seems to be where you need to be going. So, a lot of damage. Yep, stray arrows. Oops, he died. I'm not sure if staying on him would have saved him, but Cappy is still alive, nonetheless. And there we go. Oh, that was a very nice arrow. Very nice. Good stuff. Would have liked to see him stand on the point a bit more, but they got it, and they're holding it, so far, so good. Cappy dies from a little overextension. There was really nothing you could do to save him, so I like what you're doing. You're just staying in the spot. What are you doing? Don't do that. And then healing the pyros. And have you forgotten there's a sniper looking there? Oh my god, and you're now at 98% Uber. Just keep, like... Once you go over 85% Uber, just fucking stop with the crossbows and just fucking heal to get the damned Uber. That's like the only thing. You see so many medics that are like 97% Uber, and they're like, oh, now is the time for me to dance around the enemies and shoot crossbows. Oops, we died. Well, I guess I better switch to scout. So far, so good. Going with a little push. Pay attention to Cappy so he doesn't it happened again. Yes, Cappy, you're 100% right. Englishb0t, what are you doing? There's one guy who has the power to stay in the spot, and you're like, oh, this spy requires healing. And then he dies, and he's like, medic. Oh, you let me down. Oh, yes, Englishb0t. That was the frame drop. Wait, hold on. No. No, I refuse to believe that was anything but a frame drop. You've been doing fantastically the entire game. It just seems that whenever you have Uber, given if there's a lot of happen or little that happens, you're like, oh, that was a lot of frame drops. All right, so here you can use who have one. There's a lot of frames being passed here. This, like, the spy, the Cappy, the spies have no interest. The spies have literally no interest. Again, then you go back, and here you use. Why are you, what the fuck are you looking at? This has nothing to do with frames, and now your heavy's gonna die. Pop. Nope, he dies. Oh, you can't say that was the frames. You had so much time. It was like literal seconds. You had, and you looked around. It's like, oh, dude, the heavy is just taking a bunch of damage. Oh, well, this engineer with the rescue ranger requires my immediate attention. Oh, he loves the frame drops. And now, of course, that we have not had a single Uber go well, mainly because he, well, one, switches off the Uber to Uber0t to extend and then dies. Or he doesn't pay attention to the class that's pushing and are like Sure, he's following the rule of like heal everyone, but if like, you know, there's a heavy in the choke and he's eating a lot of damage and he's in a very good spot that if he dies, the enemy can push, you know, the engineer coming around the corner might not be that interesting, you know. If nothing would have happened, sure, then, okay, are we gonna get more frame drops? Issues? No, that wasn't a frame drop when he overextended and got stuck in the firing line. So now back on the quick fix here that has poop on it, bird shit, you know, the good stuff. And then Englishb0t dies to a resurrect, I think. Killed him or something. Where was that guy? Oh, okay, we're done with the medic. It's time for Pyro and the Flog. Because if there's one thing I need... Okay, we're back on a medic. With the... I don't understand. You're using crossbow quick fix. Like, what the fuck's the point? The quick fix heals faster and builds uber faster. You're kind of doing unoptimal shit here. Is that the plan? To do unoptimal shit? Like, quick fix is really good when used right. If you have, like, if you're a support medic or the second medic and that. No, 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 no. Spies are free uber. What? Okay, guys, riddle me this. Heavy with the healer heater that does a shit ton of damage if you're on fire. That guy out melee. Spy that fucking misses his stab, and you have teammates backing you up, and he literally can't escape, and it's for Uber, and we're like, oh no, that's scary. That is scary, guys. Can't do it. Impossible. And then he dies. And this is where Red should have won, but we know that there was a certain pacifist who didn't make that happen, so yeah. And also, like, quick fix requires an amazing APM. Like, the amount of turning around and Uber distribution that you have to give because he actually gets it. Are you gonna die, though? Oh, a Pyro saves you. Alright, so he got 75% Uber. Did the fucking riskiest shit that killed him last time. Barely lives. And now, let's see what he does with his life that he was saved and the Uber that he gave. Just keep in mind, he got 25% Uber. He should be 25% behind. So that means now, okay, so let's see, 1, 2, okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, so he popped it around 3% before he would have had it anyway without the Uber sauce, so not really optimal there. And as we can see, it's another Uber that really doesn't really do anything. And then, guys, there's like a fight happening here. You see that heavy? Do you know what he wouldn't be? He wouldn't be dead if this medic was with him. That's for sure. So, Englishb0t seems to be constantly making the wrong decisions on where to go. Because it's like, teammates that's fighting in the choke seems to be less important than a Pyro running circles around a dispenser that he just unsapped. Yeah, so who's important to heal here? The soldier, right? It's upgraded and look at this distance. You should be with the soldier. What the fuck? I'm gonna play medic, but I'm gonna leave you in your choke. Being like, well, off to do other healthcare shit. It's like there's an emergency in the ER. Yeah, but a guy in the waiting room that's not the ER is there, so I have to say hi to him. Okay. So just keep healing with the quick fix. You would have had it by now if you didn't fucking switch off it all the time. All right, there we go. Is he gonna crossbow at like 197% or something? Just fucking okay. So now you pop it. Just pop it. Pop it. Yes, good. And Hirara could do something if there wasn't an enemy heavy up there. Or they die and they look and he lost all control. I think his sensitivity is way too low too. He seems to not be able to effortlessly turn around. Like in TF2, you should be able to do a 180 with the flick of the wrist. If you want to be optimal and never have anyone get the drop on you and be good up close. But here we go. Push coming in. This is probably the push that helps blue team push all the way back to red team's base and win, as we've seen in the other 21 videos. So, here we are on the point. We have some guys here helping us. Here, he should really just go, M should jump forward with the medic, and then he can get the drop on the sniper, and instead we go for the heavy. It's okay, it's fine. Don't... Just... Oh! Got it, nice. Huge advantage. M jumps forward, nice, nice, nice. Just keep, where are you going? And pop it, 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 pop it. Why are you waiting? You have the quick fix, literally just go in. Why are you leaving? Why you're leaving your shoulder? Pop it, 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 pop it. There we go, finally. Jesus Christ, that's the slowest pops I've ever seen. Holy shit, dude. Like, quick fix, you gotta pop it and go, and then you have it again, right? That's just... Gotta go, fucking spit all over my mouth saying pop it that much. Holy shit. Backseat gaming, here we go. Why are you not helping the guys fighting? There's blue guys fighting. Don't use the crossbow, just fuck, oh my god. No, what are you doing? Oh, there's a pyro, a demo, and a medic. This is the best situation to use an Uber saw, so I can get, I don't know, 70% Uber, so I can't use an Uber and die. Alright. Just fucking, what are you, fucking, look at the time waste. Holy shit, dude, you could have been like 50%, which is like 60, you could have been 20% ahead. Alright, so let's see if he's in a position where he's at 80%, and it would have been optimal for him to pop. Look. He's approaching 80%. Man, wouldn't this be an optimal place to have Uber? Right now on the heavy, wouldn't that be the fucking optimal? Stop the crossbow! What? Pay attention to the heavy! He's gonna die again! Look! Oh, it can't be... Okay, well... The blue, red attack, stop. Just pop it, pop it, pop... Oh my god. Let's use the quick fix, but we treat it as Uber, guys. This is a perfect example of that. I guess our Englishb0t, but Jesus, you should have just stuck on Uber, because you're treating the quick fix exactly like Uber. Exactly. There's no difference in how you play. He tries to push with it, and the only reason it's working is because his teammate is carrying really hard. All right, so you need to kill the guy in the front. And there you go. Huh. Okay. So far, so good. The push is snowballing. You should be... Like, the time when you should be healing those behind you, you only heal the guy that's running in the front, and... when you need to heal the guys in the front, you heal the guys in the back. So it's kind of like a backwards world here. I think it would be interesting if Englishb0t somehow inverted his tactics, so he would attack when he would normally retreat, and retreat when he would normally attack, because I think he would be doing a lot better. Because a lot of the times he's been doing the exact opposite of what he needs to do. Alright, so here we go. You can... You have the tool to jump with a soldier, and then you're like, the pyro is the one I'm gonna quick fix onto the brass beast heavy. And then he goes for Uber extension with the... He's turning it just like the... If that would have been an Uber... Gotta be a real joke. Yeah, I wonder who the joke is. Englishb0t. Yeah. Fucking treating quick fix like the Uber entire game. Paying attention to teammates behind you when those in front are dying. Not paying attention to your teammates behind you when literally nothing is happening. Attacking, you have the option to go with a soldier that can jump you to the roof of the last point, and you can stay up there with the quick fix. And then you decide, nah, mate, I'm gonna go with the pyro that has literally no mobility. And we're gonna run into heavy, and I'm gonna actually melee the heavy with the quick fix, and I'm not gonna switch back to the quick fix, and then I'm gonna complain. And then he's like, why doesn't my pipes hit? Well, let's see. Maybe it's because your aim is bad. I think. Or maybe that opponents aren't stupid and don't run into him. So he shoots a pipe over there. I'm not sure what he hits. Alright, so going around this side, and yeah, some snipe pipes. Okay, there we go. Some long... What are you hoping to achieve here? There's like nothing in the range. I'm calling for a medic. god. And this is where... 8 health? Yeah, sure. Attack. Yeah, so he needs to back here. He's consistently pushing himself in positions where, as a Demoman, where he can't hit anything. So here he should start sticking up the door. Let's see if he just continues shooting pipes instead of using stickies. Here's a prime sticky example. Alright, Englishb0t. Same sort of tactic here, where if you think you need to use pipes, use stickies, and vice versa. And I think you'd be playing Demo a lot better. There's a Pyro. Pyro can reflect. Yeah, shoot pipes at him. Okay, so this is actually proper usage of pipes here. Or stickies, rather. Now he just needs to reload. Let's see that he doesn't. He's not going to reload his grenade launcher, run out of pipes, and then switch to the grenade launcher. And realize he doesn't have... Yep. I couldn't even finish the sentence of what he was going to do before it happened. Alright, so there's a sentry up there that he sees a bit late, but now he knows it's there. So let's see what he does with this information. He does... Nothing. Nothing with the information. But he's like, oh, I can't shit. Hey, I can't hit shit. Did they change scrap on the pipes or hitboxes? No. It's just that you're really, really bad at shooting the pipes. You can't hit shit. Yeah. Okay. So let's examine exactly what happens with the aim here, because he shot a couple of pipes. He didn't hit anything. And maybe his understanding of his own skill level is that he doesn't understand how... Because maybe he's used to casual, where people are terrible and just run at you in a straight line. But here, like... no, it's a little earlier than this. So maybe like 1,000 ticks. Because there's a lot of players who will play players who are fucking bad, and they are so bad that they help you kill them. In the fact that they just run in a straight line, or they have like no spatial or object permanence. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so let's take a look at the aim here. So, this sniper is not within grenade range. Shooting at him is just a pot shot, maybe hit him, maybe not. So I would definitely just go for sticks here. But he uses the grenade, so he shoots one, reloads one. Okay, so let's see. He shoots directly at where he is. Then he shoots at where he's going. That pipe was very close. And here, he needs to shoot a pipe at where he's at, because the pyro is going to be close to him. And then he doesn't detonate. So the problem was that the first pipe you shot where the pyro was, not where he was going. And then the second pipe, or the sticky, wasn't at your feet, it was at the enemy, because then the enemy has run forward, you know, past the sticky you laid out. Meaning that it missed two. Like, if a pyro is approaching you and you're a Demoman and you have the stickies out, you shoot a sticky at the ground where you're standing, and then you try to sticky jump away. Right? So, that's the reason why you missed there. The second shot on the pyro was very close, but not close enough, because I think you shot a little bit too early. So he shoots the floor, throws, actually hits the Gerati. Very nice. And takes out the mini sentry, I think, or something. Very good angle here to shut down this log area. Also, very nice usage. Like Huntsman is amazing against mini sentries. It's like you can waste so much metal for the engineer, and you should be shooting at the snipers, creating like pressure. Oh, and he actually gets a headshot there. That was actually very nice. And he has an arrow on fire. Don't switch weapons, because that resets the fire. Goes down to help the medic. Ooh, actually, dude, what? I think the reason you're missing your pipes is that the pipes are slower than arrows. I think. Because it seems like you got the handle on this arrow thing, more or less. Look, he shoots where he's going to be rather than where he is. That's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, this is way better. I thought I'd see that people have a better Huntsman sniper than they have a Demo. So far, pretty good. This pyro's a problem. Generally what you want as a sniper with a huntsman is to not be firing up or down. You want like flat areas and choky stuff. And shooting uphill can work sometimes, but it's not always that great. And then he sees that there's 2 sentries. So the sentry that was there last time is still there, right? So then why didn't he like fire up his bow? This server is filled with weird crap, but I didn't know what. Weird crap. The huntsman is literally unchanged at this point. We have reverted the faster arrows. What you did was you just stood in the corner and did nothing and they killed you. And you're like, oh, this server, guys. This server. You think this Englishb0t, he's English and his name is John because of all the Johns he makes? Englishb0t misses all of his uber saws and cancels or switches the uber saw before the melee hit comes out. Did they stop uber extensions? And there we go. That's it. He had enough. So that was him, the last guy. I hope you see this because your play definitely needs some improvement. See you in the last and final Castaton where I cast this game in freehand.